we're going to talk about one of the most underrated things that we ever experienced. Not only is it underrated, but it's actually actively avoided at all costs, and in today's world that is getting easier and easier to do. The thing I'm talking about is boredom. No one wants to be bored, but boredom really does have its place. In today's world where we've got the phones, the TVs, the laptops, every single thing screaming at us to get our attention with these bright lights and constant less than 30-second revolution of ideas and things built to entertain you, how the hell are you supposed to remember what you saw yesterday, let alone, a year ago? Boredom really does have its place because what you find you end up doing is not forming your own thoughts. You may feel that by scrolling through a whole load of reels based on decoration ideas, you might get inspiration, and yeah, you might do, but how many hours have you scrolled through to get that one piece of inspiration? Now, we usually end up building our opinions based on those of other people because we are just looking at other people's ideas all the time. But boredom has its place because if you switch off from all of this external stuff, if you just let your brain form its own thoughts, you are actually going to start to form some interesting things. You'll actually start to learn more about yourself. So I used to be obsessed with personal development. So much so that about between 10 and 15 years ago, I actually got in trouble at work. I was working outside. I was doing fencing on the White Cliffs of Dover, and I got in trouble with my boss because I always had my earphones in, and he asked me not to do it, and I disregarded what he said and I wore them anyway. And yeah, I got in trouble because I always wanted something else going on in my head. But what I come to realize over time, more recently than I care to admit actually, is that because I was constantly looking for inspiration somewhere else, I was failing to come out with inspiration off my own back. And it's a really powerful thing to actually be left alone with your own thoughts. It's where you discover things about yourself, about what you want to do, who you want to be, what kind of things actually interest you. We disguise it with just the easiest route, which is looking for stuff on our phones. And that's never going to be fulfilling because none of these are original ideas. They're all coming off something else. I would say take the time to be a little bit bored. Take the time to switch off from your phone and actually begin to understand. I don't say you have to enjoy it straight away, but you will come to, but understand your own company without having to switch off and divert your attention somewhere else. I promise you that when you get used to this, my dog is going absolutely crazy over here. He's definitely not bored right now. But when you get used to this, you'll find out what you actually really want to do, and God, I really hope it's not actually scroll on your phone, because that is not something people should aspire to do. So guys, have the confidence, have the bravery to switch off from your digital devices every now and then. Experience boredom, embrace boredom, let it inspire you to come up with all sorts of ideas that you might not have had if you had something else going on in your face or in your ears all the time.